And then again, palms face down to ground, palms face up to receive energy, and close your eyes. You can take your thumb to your index finger if that feels good too. And immediately begin to notice your shoulders. Are they scrunched up to your ears? How does your spine feel after waking up this morning? In through the nose, out through the mouth, release your hip flexors. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, expand the back of the rib cage. Out through the mouth. And then we inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze at the bottom. Inhale through the nose. Engage your root lock, belly button, navel to the spine, rib cage closed, chin lock, crown of the head lifts up. Hold your inhale at the top. Feel the support, the space around you. Inhale, hold, and exhale through the mouth. Now I invite you to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly button. Inhale through the nose. As you inhale, keep your chest soft and just expand the belly and rib cage. Exhale through the mouth. Feel the belly button move to the back wall of the spine. Inhale through the nose, and now exhale through the nose, slowing down. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Notice your breath start to slow down. And notice any thoughts that come into your mind here. Looking at them from the outside in, not pushing them to go away, but accepting that they're there. And then letting them go. And naturally another thought will come into your mind. And again, objectively looking at the thought. And then letting it go. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze all the stale air out. And while you're here, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Anything that resonates with you in this moment, a word or a phrase, an idea, a person you want to send compassion to, or people you want to send compassion to, or compassion for yourself. Take some time to feel your intention and let it resonate with you. And while you're here, we'll read a quote. When you open up to life as it is, when you open up to the continually changing, impermanent, dynamic nature of your own being and of reality, you increase your capacity to love and care about other people and your capacity to not be afraid. You're able to keep your eyes open, your heart open, and your mind open. And you notice when you get caught up in prejudice, bias, and aggression, you develop an enthusiasm for no longer watering those negative seeds from now until the day you die. And you begin to think of your life as offering endless opportunities to start to do things differently. So taking what resonates with you from that and letting go of what doesn't. Gently open your eyes. And we will do a breath of fire this morning. So breath of fire is in through the nose, out through the nose. It creates a lot of heat in the body, gets your digestive system going. It's basically doing an ab exercise without any crunches, just using your breath. And most of the time when we exercise, we're toning our body because of our breath and how hard we're breathing and how many breaths per minute. So it's an inhale through the nose, sharp exhale through the nose. So you feel your belly expand, and then you're being punched every time you exhale. So we're going to do it for 3 minutes. This is an exercise in Kundalini Yoga. We'll have our arms up to our ears, this thumbs out, and just the knuckles bent like this. And it'll be like at a diagonal, and this will create more heat in the body. Do that for 3 minutes, then we'll inhale at the top. Reach the arms up as high as you can, shoulders up to the ears, and we'll hold the breath, and then we'll slowly exhale. So I'll put the timer on. And so arms come up. Close your eyes, bring your gaze to your third eye, inside and up, and begin. Keep going. Fight through the resistance of your body. Keep going. Trust your body, almost there. Inhale, reach up tall. Inhale all the breath in. Hold at the top. Squeeze the mullabandha, rectum, sex organs all the way up through the navel, crown of the head. And slowly exhale. And just take a minute and come to child's pose. Big toes together, rest your forehead and breathe here. Notice any shifts in your breath. Take another minute. And then slowly roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Then drop the crown of your head. Let your head hang. Bring the weight of your hands down. Release any tension in the back of your neck and shoulders. In through the nose, out through the nose. Surrender to any tension through your spine. And roll all the way up. Keep the hands interlaced. Shoulders all the way to the ears. Flip the palms, pinky to the back wall, shoulders up to the ears. And rock from one side to the other to lift the rib cage off the hips. And then the shoulders back down. Then open and flex. Open the chest. Expand and grow, and then twist to one side, to the right or left. Look at your back hand. Really twist from the lower spine all the way to the upper spine. Inhale, exhale, twist. Really see your back hand with your eyes. Into the center. And we'll come onto all fours. Palms press into the mat. Wrists under hips. Engage to the core. Gently rock the pelvis back and forth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Find neutral. Press the palms, all 10 fingers into the mat, and lift the pinky fingers off. And lower down. Press all 10 fingers, and then lift the pinkies off. And notice where the engagement goes to in your hands. And you want to have that the whole time, even when your pinkies are down. Press the tops of the feet into the mat, the shins, engage the core. Press so hard that you lift your knees off because you're pressing so hard into the mat. You can lower your pinkies down or keep them up. Engage the core. 3, 2, 1, lower. In through the nose, out through the nose. Now we're going to do some exercises for the hands. So first one, you have to play with how much weight you put on your knees and how much on your hands. So you don't want to be all the way over your hands. You can walk your hands back to help you as well. And you lift your wrists. So what we're essentially doing is this on the mat, the palm up. So lift the wrists. And then as you lower, you hover your palms so they don't touch the mat completely. You lift up and then hover up and hover. 5. Keep your core engaged. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Then you make 2 fists with your hands. Face each other, and then you rock forward and then back on one hand, and then you switch to the other hand. You rock. I'm rocking forward and back, but back here. So forward and back. Other side. Forward, back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And you can play with how much weight you put. And back to the center. Now palms face up. So your hands will be like this on the mat. Then you rock from one side, close in a fist, and then rock to the other side, close in a fist. One side, fist, other side, fist. Bring up all the joints in the fingers and strengthening the wrists. In through the nose, out through the nose. Now have the fingertips face your knees. And then as far as you can, move the fingertips towards each other. This is just a stretch. In through the nose and out through the nose. Then tuck the toes under, roll up, bring the feet together. Toes tucked, stretching the arches of the feet. Hands open and close as fast as you can. This is a strengthening for your fingers and hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your face, squeeze your elbows at your sides. Squeeze your navel in, squeeze your elbows and your shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, open your mouth and eyes wide. And then on the next exhale, we do lion's breath, where you stick out your tongue, lifting the hyoid bone in the throat when you initiate from the belly button. Bring your focus to your nose. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, your mouth and your nose and your whole face. Rub your hands together. If your feet are hurting, you can release back. Creating heat. Open your hands. Feel the energy. The tingling sensation. And wash that over your face. Press down and in. Give your face that energy, washing it. Do it again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And we'll come back to all fours. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Bring the right sit bone back to the right heel. Around in a circle, warming up the hips. Inhale as you move forward. Exhale as you roll back and around. Back to the center and reverse circle, left sit bone to left heel. And back to the center, rocking forward onto your hands and then back onto your knees, rocking forward. As you rock forward, engage your core and feel your palms press into the mat more. Warming up the range of motion in your wrists. And then bend the elbows slightly and pull your chest through. Rocking back, bend the elbows, rocking forward, pressing up. Inhale through the nose. Warming up our triceps and pushing muscles. Be aware of your core here. Keep your core engaged. And we reverse that. We rock forward, bend the elbows, back and up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come all the way up. Tuck the toes under. Send the hips back into your downward facing dog. Come back to your intention. Send your heels down into the mat. Sit bones up to the ceiling. Bend one knee and then the other. Shoulder blades down the back, crown of the head, and between the hands. Hold, come up onto the toes and send the heels down. Onto the toes, down. 3, 2, 1. Roll through the spine into a plank. Initiate from the belly button, down dog. Roll through the spine to your plank. And back to down dog. Once more. Lower the knees. Chest, hips up, chin. Baby cobra. Make sure that the neck doesn't tilt up. Keep the line of the spine. Tuck the chin and look to the front of your mat. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend the knees, hang here. You can grab opposite elbows. Drop the crown of the head. Breathe. Release the hands and roll up through the spine. You can keep a bend in your knees as you roll up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just stand. Now bring the big. We're standing in our practice today. Big toes together, heels apart. Take the shoulders around. In through the nose, out through the nose, and reverse the circle. Keep the whole body awareness of its connection. So just because we're moving one part of the body, we want to have our awareness over our whole entire body. So starting from the feet, rock back and forth. You can go side to side, back and forth, to find the middle ground of stance, the strongest point, the center line. And check in, ankles and knees in line, hips over knees over ankles. My quads are pulled up, my knees are pulled up, activated, my inner thighs are squeezed together. My hips, my rib cage, I'm not sunken in, I'm lifting up and out. Front of the rib cage is closed. My shoulders are rotated. Palms are open. And you can move your head back and forth, side to side, and find the center balance where the crown of your head is reaching up. Chin is locked in. Ears. You can even pull on your ears a little bit to lengthen the crown of your head, and just stand here and breathe. Posture, so important to keeping our bodies healthy. and able to do things in through the nose, out through the nose, release. In through the nose, reach all the way up. Fingers interlace, steeple grip, index fingers out, thumbs crossed. I have my left thumb on top. Squeeze the biceps to the ears, up and over to the side. Send the left hip in the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. In the circle. Side forward. Engage your core here because your arms are out, so it's harder to keep your balance. And switch the direction. Inhale. And exhale. All the way up. Flex the hands out to the side, open the chest. Posture linked together. Awareness of the whole body at once. Inhale. Exhale. Come to the front of your mat. Jump, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, step back to your plank. Flow through your flow, or meet back from plank into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Keep the hips squared. Bring the knee to the nose and press up. Right knee to right elbow and press up. Right knee to left elbow and up. Now we come all the way through to place it into a low lunge. Pull up through the back, quadricep, long spine. Press through the heel and then press through the toes, rocking back and forth. Find a middle ground here. 45-degree angle. The back heel lift up into warrior one. In through the nose, out through the nose, bend through the front knee deeper. Breathe. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Exhale. Warrior two, press the hands down. Go deeper, rotate the inner thighs, open. Back of the ribcage expands and contracts. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Bring the forearm to the thigh, left arm reaches up. Engage both sides of the torso. Option here to take a bind. Reach the right arm underneath, left arm over top. Spin open the chest, send the gaze down or up. Breathe. Two more breaths. Last breath. Release the bind. Turn both feet into your low lunge and then straighten the front leg. Send the back heel down. So here, if you have 2 blocks, you can place them on either side to help bring the floor closer to you. First, we will focus on extension. So really try to elongate your spine and we're not curl forward, but keep the focus down and out to the front of your mat. If you had blocks, can help you go deeper, or if you have 2 books, use that. Here. And then now we curl into ourselves, bring the chin to the chest, curl in the spine. Notice the whole body engaged. What's your back leg doing? What's your front leg doing? What is your torso doing? What are your hands doing? In through the nose, out through the nose. Come back to a low lunge. Sit on the left sit bone to hug the right knee into the chest. Seated twist, reach the right arm up and around to your spine. Sit nice and tall. And see the space behind you. Come through the center as you exhale. You can lift the knees up a little bit. Cross one knee on top of the other. If you come up onto one knee, sometimes it's helpful to cross. It helps me if I come up on a knee to cross it on top of each other. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, forward fold. Drop the crown of the head. In through the nose, out through the nose. Try to see what you can let go of with every exhale. Roll up through the spine. Meet back in our low lunge. Move through your flow. Inhale through the nose, side out and down dog. Look at the space between your hands. Walk or hop by coming up onto your toes, bending your knees, engage the core, lift the hips up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, palms to heart center. In through the nose, out through the nose. Come back to your midline. And we do the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your flow or plank to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high, keep the hips parallel. Bring the knee to the nose. Exhale up. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. And up. Left knee all the way through to your low lunge. Rock forward and back, press through the heel, press through the toes. While keeping the back knee straight. Spin the heel, 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior one, press up. Tuck the tailbone to feel more of a stretch. The right hip flexor, the crown of the head over the sit bones. One more breath here. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot parallel with the side of the mat. Press the arms down. Create your drishti or your focal point over the middle finger of your left hand. One more breath. Extended side angle. You can also place your hand down, but make sure not to collapse in your leg. And if you did a bind on the first side, take your right arm around, left arm underneath to take hold of your fingers, open the chest, up or down, in through the nose, out through the nose. Low lunge, straighten the front knee, extension, long through the spine, hips stay squared, pull up through your front knee, shoulders keep moving down the back. You can slowly inch your fingers or your blocks away. Core stays engaged. And then curl through the spine, nose to knee. Curl, feel, core stays engaged. The heel, the back heel's moving down. Back to low lunge. Right sit bone, right hip. Hug the left knee into the chest. Right arm reaches up and around. Exhale, twist. Again, create a focal point with your eyes. And around. You come onto that left knee to help cross your, or come onto the right knee to cross your left knee over. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. And really go. And let that move you closer to gravity, closer to the ground. Let the weight of your own body help move you forward. And inhale, roll all the way up. Come to your low lunge, unfold your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, palms start center. Come back to your midline. Open your feet. Take a bounce in your body from the knees and let your whole body respond to the bounce. And let your voice out. And come back to stillness. And notice how your body is still moving and shifting. Come on to your left leg. Move right leg from side to side at the hip. Hug the right knee into the chest. Pull, squeeze, point or flex the foot. Take the right knee and the right hand out to the side. Stay tall, try not to shift the torso on the hip. Keep the hip like it's a seatbelt. And hold to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Shake out the other side. Through the nose, out through the nose. Hug your knee into the chest, flex or point the foot. Be aware of your standing leg. Are you bending in the knee? Are you sinking in the hip? Up and out of the hip. Pull up through the kneecap. Take the knee out to the side. Again, cross. Let go and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Tree pose. You can have the foot rest at the ankle, calf, or inner thigh, but make sure the foot is not pressing against the knee joint. Have the palms to the side, up like branches or at your heart center. And feel the opposition of the standing leg press into the foot and the foot press into the standing leg. In through the nose and out through the nose. Again, create your drishti, focal point. Notice our center line has shifted. Where is your center line now? Always bouncing around the center line. It's a constant state, place. We never stay there. It's always back and forth to keep us balanced. Just like life. Inhale, exhale, release. Other side. And notice anything that may feel different on this side. Same the way of thinking that we did at the beginning of class, where you notice and then you let go. In through the nose, out through the nose. Did your focal point change? And if you fall out, remind yourself, no big deal. Inhale, exhale, and release down. Open your feet slightly wider than hip width. Squat down, bring your hands to your knees and one shoulder forward. Look behind you. Inhale, exhale, twist. Back to center and up. Now, goddess pose with lion's breath. Our arms, our palms will be this, thumbs and index finger over the head. Inhale, and then as we exhale, try to bring your elbows to your knees. Stick out your tongue, gaze the third eye. We'll do 5. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, and 5. Reach up and press down. Bring feet slightly in. Sit down. Elbows press against the knees to open the hips. And chest as in line with your body as you can. So you don't want to fold forward. Keep your chest up as much as you can. Press the palms together. Gauge the lower abdominals. And release down. Come to seated. And we'll do a few things on our backs today. Hug the knees into the chest. Roll back and forth the length of your spine without touching your toes as you come up and without the top of the or crown of the head. Gauge the core. One more. Shins become parallel with the mat. Reach up. Release the hands and hold. Engage the core. And lower. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Plug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Release the left leg down. Now here, if you have your strap or your towel, wrap it around the arch of your foot and keep the hips squared. Adjust as you need, or otherwise, or if you can take a big toe hold, but really make sure that the hips are squared. Breathe. Shoulder blades down the back. And then bend the knee and straighten. Bend the knee, bring it closer to the chest and straight. Bend the knee, bring it closer in. Straight. Feel like you're the surface against the ceiling and to make it more active. Here. And then we'll take the right leg down. Feel the difference between the right and left side. My right leg feels slightly longer. My right hip also feels more open. I will take the left knee into the chest. Like, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Bend the knee, straighten, bend, and straighten. Keep the chin locked, back of the neck long. Press the back of the head into the mat to create a long spine. And lower down. Let your palms fall open and rock the hips from side to side. Send the heels down and rock back and forth. And let that move through the whole body. Chin, a gentle chin nod. And slowly bring that to a close. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Shavasana. Feel a slight parting in your lips. Let your tongue fall to the back of your throat. And let the space between your eyebrows soften. Let the weight of the eyelids into the eyeballs. And I'll call you out when it's time. And allow yourself to let go of anything you still may be holding on to. The mat comes up to meet you. Allow this to be a fresh start for your body. Sinking deeper with every exhale. Letting your palms fall open. On your next exhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes to bring your body back into the space. Take your time to gently roll onto one side into a fetal position, using your bicep as a pillow, knees and elbows into the chest. And while you're here, the same quote I read, and see if anything resonates differently with you. When you open up to life as it is, when you open yourself to the continually changing, impermanent, dynamic nature of your own being and of reality, you increase your capacity to love, be able to keep your eyes open, your heart open, and your mind open. And you notice when you get caught up in prejudice, bias, and aggression, you develop an enthusiasm for no longer watering those negative seeds from now until the day you die, and you begin to think of your life as offering endless opportunities to start to do things differently. Allowing this fetal position to be the rebirth of your practice on and off the mat. Asanas and the physical practice of yoga is just one limb out of all the 8 limbs of yoga. And press your hands, use the strength of your arms to come up to a seated position. And switch whichever foot you put in front originally. Close your eyes. Take a minute to thank yourself for coming to your mat this morning and practicing together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Open your palms, rub them together to bring to your heart center. And we'll end with 3 ohms. In through the nose. Noticing the vibration as your lips come together at the end.